Did you know, in the early 20th century, a time of boundless ambition, the Industrial Revolution was reshaping the world. Out of this fervor, a dream was born, a dream of a ship like no other. The RMS Titanic was more than just a ship. She was a statement, a testament to human ingenuity and the spirit of progress. The greatest ship ever built, they called her. From the shipyards of Belfast, Ireland, a legend began to take shape. Thousands of workers toiled day and night, riveting steel, carving wood, crafting a masterpiece. The scale of the project was staggering, even by today's standards. The Titanic was a behemoth, dwarfing any vessel that had come before. She was the embodiment of man's desire to conquer the seas. The Titanic represented the pinnacle of Edwardian opulence. She was designed to ferry the elite across the Atlantic in unparalleled comfort and luxury. No expense was spared in her creation. From the lavish first-class suites to the state-of-the-art gymnasium, the Titanic was a floating palace. Her interiors were inspired by the finest hotels and mansions of the time. Grand staircases, glittering chandeliers, and plush carpets adorned her decks. The promise of the Titanic was clear: to provide an experience unlike anything the world had ever seen, a journey that would be as memorable as the destination. The Titanic was more than just a mode of transportation. She was a microcosm of society, carrying over 2,200 souls on her maiden voyage, from the wealthiest industrialists to hopeful immigrants seeking a better life. The Titanic's passengers represented a cross-section of humanity, each with their own story, their own dreams, their own reasons for embarking on this transatlantic journey. The ship was a melting pot of cultures and aspirations, a testament to the growing interconnectedness of the world. The launch of the Titanic took place in an era of unprecedented technological advancement. There was a sense of invincibility, a belief that mankind could achieve anything. The Titanic embodied this spirit of confidence. She was hailed as the unsinkable ship, a marvel of engineering that would forever change sea travel. Her builders, her crew, and indeed the world looked on with pride. The Titanic was not just a ship, she was a symbol of human progress. But fate, as we know, had other plans. A cruel twist of irony awaited the Titanic, and the world watched in horror as the unsinkable ship met its tragic end.
The story of the Titanic begins not on the open ocean, but amidst the clamour and clang of a shipyard. Harland and Wolff in Belfast, Ireland, was chosen for the monumental task. A city known for its shipbuilding prowess, Belfast was about to become synonymous with the grandest vessel the world had ever seen. The sheer scale of the project was daunting. The gantry used to construct the Titanic and her sister ship, the Olympic, was the largest man-made structure in the world at that time. It dwarfed the surrounding buildings, a testament to the audacity of the undertaking. Over 15,000 men were employed in the shipyard, their lives intertwined with the fate of the Titanic. They came from all over Ireland, seeking work and a chance to be part of history. These men, skilled artisans and labourers alike, toiled tirelessly, their days a symphony of hammering, riveting and welding. The air was thick with the scent of hot metal and the constant din of construction.
Deep within the bowels of the ship, hidden from the view of future passengers, lay the heart of the Titanic, her engine room. Here, amidst a labyrinth of pipes, boilers, and machinery, the true power of the ship resided. The Titanic was powered by 3 massive reciprocating steam engines, each taller than a 3-story building. These engines drove the ship's 2 outboard propellers. A 4th, smaller turbine engine powered the center propeller, increasing efficiency and speed. 29 boilers, consuming over 600 tons of coal per day, generated the steam needed to power these engines. The heat in the engine room was oppressive, the air thick with the smell of coal dust and hot oil. Hundreds of men toiled in this inferno, ensuring that the Titanic's engines ran smoothly. They were the unsung heroes of the ship, their work vital to her operation, yet largely unseen by those who would enjoy her luxury.
A city takes shape. As the hull of the Titanic took shape, work began on the interior. The ship was designed to be a floating palace, a testament to the opulence and grandeur of the Edwardian era. Skilled craftsmen were brought in from all over Europe to create the lavish interiors. Woodcarvers, upholsterers, and artists worked tirelessly, transforming the steel shell into a palace of comfort and elegance. The first-class accommodations were particularly lavish, featuring grand staircases, opulent dining saloons, and luxurious suites. No expense was spared in providing the wealthy passengers with an experience beyond compare. Even the second and third-class accommodations on the Titanic were considered to be superior to those found on other ships of the time. The Titanic was designed to cater to all classes of passengers, albeit with a clear distinction in luxury and amenities. Whispers on the waterfront. As the Titanic neared completion, a sense of awe and anticipation gripped the city of Belfast. The ship had become a source of pride, a symbol of the city's industrial might. Yet amidst the excitement, there were whispers on the waterfront. Rumors circulated among the workers about shortcuts taken, about safety concerns dismissed in the rush to complete the project. Some spoke of rivets of inferior quality being used, of lifeboat capacity being insufficient for the number of passengers the ship was designed to carry. These concerns, however, were largely dismissed by those in charge. The Titanic, they argued, was the safest ship ever built. Her double-bottom hull and watertight compartments made her virtually unsinkable, or so they believed.
The unsinkable ship. The Titanic wasn't just a ship, she was a symbol of human ambition, ingenuity, and the unwavering belief in technological progress. This message resonated with the public, captivated by the sheer scale and grandeur of the project. Newspapers and magazines ran stories proclaiming the Titanic as the unsinkable ship. This wasn't just hyperbole, it was a carefully crafted narrative, fueled by the shipbuilders and the White Star Line, the company that owned the Titanic. The ship's design, with its double-bottom hull and 16 watertight compartments, was touted as the pinnacle of maritime safety. Even if several compartments were breached, the ship was designed to stay afloat. This message of invincibility wasn't just aimed at the public. It permeated the very culture of the ship, from the shipyard workers to the crew members who would sail on her maiden voyage.
Behind every monumental achievement, there are individuals who dare to dream big, who possess the vision and the will to reshape the world. The RMS Titanic, with all its grandeur and tragic fate, was no exception. At the helm of this ambitious project were men like J.P. Morgan, the American financier who controlled the White Star Line, Bruce Ismay, the managing director of the White Star Line, driven by the ambition to create the largest and most luxurious ship the world had ever seen, and Thomas Andrews, the shipbuilder, the mind that translated dreams into steel and rivets. These men, each with their motivations and aspirations, were bound together by the Titanic. Their names, forever etched in the annals of history, represent the ambition, the innovation, and the ultimately tragic miscalculation that defined the ship's short lifespan. The story of the Titanic is not just the story of a ship. It's the story of these men, their dreams, their decisions, and the enduring legacy they left behind.
John Pierpont Morgan, or J.P. Morgan, was a titan of industry, a financier with unparalleled power in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. His influence spanned railroads, steel, banking, and shipping. He created the International Mercantile Marine Company, controlling several transatlantic shipping lines, including the White Star Line. Morgan's vision and financial backing were instrumental in the Titanic's creation. Ironically, he canceled his trip on the Titanic's maiden voyage, citing health reasons. Bruce Ismay, the managing director of the White Star Line, was the driving force behind the Titanic. He was the one who envisioned a ship that would not only be the largest but also the most luxurious, a floating palace that would redefine transatlantic travel. Ismay was obsessed with every detail of the Titanic, from the design of the grand staircase to the selection of the china used in the first-class dining saloon. He was determined to create an experience that would surpass anything offered by their competitors. However, Ismay's ambition, while commendable, also contributed to some of the decisions that would prove fatal. He pushed for the Titanic to be completed ahead of schedule, which may have led to shortcuts being taken during construction. Furthermore, Ismay's decision to board the Titanic on its maiden voyage, a decision driven by a desire to bask in the glory of his creation, would later be scrutinized. His survival, while many perished, would forever tarnish his reputation.
Thomas Andrews, the unsung hero. While J.P. Morgan provided the vision and Bruce Ismay the ambition, it was Thomas Andrews, the shipbuilder, who translated those dreams into reality. Andrews was the managing director of Harland and Wolff, the shipyard that built the Titanic. Andrews was a brilliant engineer, deeply passionate about his work. He oversaw every aspect of the Titanic's construction, ensuring that the ship was built to the highest standards. Unlike Morgan and Ismay, Andrews was not motivated by wealth or fame. He was driven by a desire to create something truly exceptional, a ship that would be a testament to human ingenuity. Tragically, Andrews himself was on board the Titanic during its maiden voyage, overseeing the final details of the ship. When disaster struck, he worked tirelessly to help passengers and crew evacuate, ultimately sacrificing his own life. His story is a testament to the human spirit, even in the face of unimaginable tragedy.
A legacy cast in iron and sorrow. The men who built and funded the Titanic left behind a complex legacy, one forever intertwined with the ship's tragic fate. Their ambition, innovation, and in some cases miscalculation serve as a cautionary tale, a reminder that even the grandest of human endeavors can be humbled by the forces of nature. J.P. Morgan's vast wealth and influence couldn't prevent the disaster, while Bruce Ismay's ambition and survival, while many perished, tarnished his reputation. Thomas Andrews, the unsung hero, sacrificed his life trying to save others, his story a beacon of courage amidst the tragedy. The Titanic, a symbol of both human achievement and hubris, continues to captivate our imagination. The story of the men who built her serves as a reminder that progress, while essential, must always be tempered with humility and a respect for the power of the natural world.
The RMS Titanic, a floating city of dreams, carried over 2,200 souls on her maiden voyage. Among them were businessmen, socialites, immigrants, and families, each with their own stories. The ship was a microcosm of society, a cross-section of humanity brought together by fate. Little did they know that for many, this journey would be their last, their stories forever intertwined with the Titanic's tragic fate. Among the first-class passengers was John Jacob Astor IV, heir to the Astor family fortune. Astor was a businessman, real estate tycoon, and inventor. Astor boarded the Titanic with his young wife, Madeline. He was last seen on the deck helping his wife into a lifeboat. Astor's legacy extended beyond his wealth. His untimely death highlighted the human cost of the Titanic's sinking. Benjamin Guggenheim, a mining magnate and member of the wealthy Guggenheim family, was another prominent figure who perished on the Titanic. Guggenheim, known for his flamboyant lifestyle, faced his impending doom with remarkable composure and dignity. As the gravity of the situation became apparent, Guggenheim and his valet, Victor Giglio, returned to their stateroom and changed into their finest evening wear. "We've dressed up in our best," Guggenheim reportedly told a steward, "and are prepared to go down like gentlemen." His words, a testament to his unwavering spirit, resonated with those who witnessed his final moments. Guggenheim and Giglio were last seen seated in deck chairs, sipping brandy and smoking cigars, calmly accepting their fate as the ship slipped beneath the waves. Guggenheim's story, a poignant example of courage and grace under pressure, serves as a reminder that even in the face of unimaginable adversity, human dignity can prevail. Among the most heart-wrenching stories to emerge from the Titanic disaster was that of Isidore and Ida Strauss, an elderly couple who had been married for over 40 years. Isidor Straus was a co-owner of Macy's department store, a successful businessman, and a former congressman. When the order came to board the lifeboats, women and children first, Ida Straus refused to leave her husband's side. "We have lived together for many years," she reportedly said. "Where you go, I go." Eyewitnesses recounted seeing the couple standing arm in arm on the deck as the ship sank beneath the waves, their love for each other stronger than the fear of death. Their story, a testament to the enduring power of love and commitment, transcended the tragedy, becoming a symbol of hope and resilience. The Straus's sacrifice, a poignant reminder of the depth of human connection, continues to move people generations later, a testament to the enduring power of love in the face of adversity.
News of the Titanic's sinking traveled slowly, hampered by early 20th century communication. Initial reports fueled confusion and disbelief. The world struggled to comprehend the enormity of the disaster. Crowds gathered, faces etched with anxiety. Families clung to hope, praying for loved ones. The disaster united the world in shared grief. From New York to Europe, the Titanic's sinking was a defining moment.
In the aftermath of the tragedy, the world demanded answers. How could a ship hailed as the epitome of safety sink on its maiden voyage? What went wrong and who was to blame? 2 separate inquiries, one American and one British, were launched. They revealed a complex web of factors, from inadequate safety regulations and a shortage of lifeboats, to human error and a disregard for ice warnings. The shipbuilding company, the White Star Line, and the ship's captain, Edward Smith, all faced scrutiny. The inquiries led to significant changes in maritime safety regulations, including requirements for more lifeboats, mandatory lifeboat drills, and the establishment of the International Ice Patrol to monitor icebergs in the North Atlantic. The Titanic's legacy, in part, became one of lessons learned, of regulations implemented to prevent a similar tragedy from ever happening again. Yet, the questions lingered, a haunting reminder of the human cost of complacency and the enduring power of the sea. The sinking of the Titanic sent shockwaves through the maritime industry, prompting new safety regulations. The International Convention for the Safety of Life at Sea, or SOLAS, was convened in 1914 to prevent another tragedy. SOLAS resulted in significant changes, including enough lifeboats for all passengers and crew. It also established the International Ice Patrol to monitor icebergs. The Titanic's legacy is a somber reminder of the human cost of complacency.
Over a century after its sinking, the Titanic continues to captivate the world's imagination. The story of the unsinkable ship and its tragic fate has become an enduring legend. The wreckage, discovered in 1985, further fueled our fascination. Haunting images of the ship's remains serve as a tangible connection to the past. The Titanic's legacy lies in the lessons learned and its reminder of our vulnerability.
The North Atlantic, vast and unforgiving, holds its secrets close. Beneath its surface lies the wreckage of the RMS Titanic, a silent testament to a tragedy that shook the world. The ship, once a symbol of human ambition, now rests on the ocean floor, a ghostly reminder of the fragility of life. The echoes of that fateful night in April 1912 still reverberate through time.
Over a century after its sinking, the Titanic continues to captivate our collective imagination. The story of the unsinkable ship and its tragic fate has become a global legend, a tale passed down through generations, inspiring countless books, films, documentaries, and even musicals. The discovery of the Titanic's wreckage in 1985 further fueled our fascination, providing a tangible link to the past, a ghostly glimpse into a world frozen in time. The haunting images of the ship's remains, a silent sentinel on the ocean floor, serve as a poignant reminder of the ship's grandeur and the fragility of human life. The Titanic's enduring allure lies in its ability to tap into our deepest fears and fascinations. The story of the ship is a story of human ambition, technological innovation, societal divisions, and the unpredictable nature of fate. It is a story that transcends time and culture, reminding us of our shared humanity and our vulnerability in the face of nature's power.
The RMS Titanic, though lost beneath the waves, left an indelible mark on the world. Its legacy extends beyond the realm of maritime history, serving as a poignant reminder of the human condition, our capacity for both triumph and tragedy. The Titanic story compels us to confront our own mortality, to acknowledge the fragility of life and the importance of cherishing every moment. It reminds us to approach progress with humility, recognizing that even our greatest achievements can be humbled by the forces of nature. But perhaps most importantly, the Titanic's legacy is one of resilience, of the enduring strength of the human spirit. Amidst the chaos and terror of that fateful night, stories of heroism, selflessness, and love emerged, reminding us that even in the face of unimaginable adversity, hope and humanity can prevail. The Titanic, in its sinking, became a symbol of both our vulnerability and our enduring capacity for courage, compassion, and love.